What's up, guys? This is the Dweller bringing you yet another Old World Battle report. I was very excited by this game against Wars of Chaos, and the one of the big talks beforehand has been just how good and especially how immortal the dragon is in the Wars of Chaos list. And of course, my opponent is bringing one, so I don't have to feel filthy for bringing my own. So my list kind of like it's a bit of tweaks and changes. Still have the dragon, same kit as always. Spellweaver on an Elven steed. Put a Dragon Slayer sword on the Shadow Dancer, and then the Glade Captain, the bow machine gun BSB. 13 Glade Guard with Arcane Bodkin since Banner of Midsummer's Eve. As I've stated many times before, I really think it's a quite solid choice in core, especially since you have to have a unit of Glade Guard, so they do their part. 6 scouts and then 2 5s of Glade Riders, of course with reserve move. I put them drilled on one of them, just to make core kind of. Then 5 War Dancers with Blade Singer, 2 Treekins, 5 Wild Riders, still need to try them out, and then a 5 of Stitch of the Thorn and a Great Eagle. Over to my opponent. So a Sorcery Lord with Heavy Armor, Mark of Nurgle, level 4 of course, Chaos Steed, Spell Familiar, Lore Familiar, Brazen Collar, Ring of Ruin, Master of Immortals, and it rocks Battle Magic. And then the Chaos Lord. Yeah, fully kitted, so basically has a 3 up, 5 up, 5 up, right? And it's Mark of Nurgle, so 6 is to hit, you have to reroll 6 to hit. And then he can reroll Favor of the Gods, I believe. He only has the Giant Blade, which is like, yeah, sure, he gets strength 6, but it's AP 0, so yeah. Then it's of course it's still a dragon, but yeah, still the offensive capabilities are maybe not the thing with it. It will still eat through a lot. And of course the Giant Blade is still damaged too, so that AP will... But that the AP is an issue for me. I think there's other setups, of course, but yeah. Going to the rest, so 10 Marauder Horsemen, Cavalry Spears, full command, no champion, so Standard Bearer and Musician, 2 5s of Chaos Knights, Mark of Nurgle, 5 Warhounds, and then 2 Chaos Giants. So I actually really like this list. It's like 23 models or something. No, a bit more than that. But yeah, it's low model count. It's actually quite cool. What we discovered after was that the Chaos Lord does not get to run around with skirmishers because it becomes a heavy cav or whatever it was. So we played that wrong, but it was still a cool thing. So over to deployment, I had some kind of brain hemorrhage during deployments, so I just put out my forest and thought I would just hide behind it, except for the Treekins because it's supposed to tank. And same here, just using the Glade Riders to negate the frenzy. Over to my opponent. So it has a giant, some knights, the blob of Marauder Horsemen with the sorcerer, and then of course the dragon. Another giant, and then the knights, and then the hounds. So yeah. So Vanguard, and then he won the roll off, and he just super pushes everything. This is a bit what I mean with the deployment. It's another mistake as well, but yeah, I did not really consider his knights being that far up before I even could do anything. So yeah, that's a problem. Over here, it just moves up. Dragon, full tilt forward. same here, just moves up. And the mistake in the deployment I made was that he, of course, could draw line of sight to my wizard, which was with the Glade Riders, and yeah, I was lucky they didn't die outright, but that's a problem. That's a proper problem. So my turn one. What can I do? So I charge. I first wanted to charge the Walrus into the Knights, but to do that I had to charge the Glade Riders. The thing was the Walrus was in the front, and the Glade Riders was in the flank. But it was kind of weird because the wording with maximizing everything is that I couldn't fit them, basically. So because of the Glade Riders had to, with skirmish and everything, they had to maximize like that, so they actually stood in the way. So I charged the Walrus into the Giant instead. We talked about it, and then we said, yeah, if it works like this, we do like. Obviously, I'm not gonna charge the Wild Riders into them. So to charge them into the Knight, it's also a good test because in previous editions, 5 Wild Riders would kind of just go through a Giant, right? And with that, just move up the Eagle. If I'm lucky, I will win combat, but probably not. Just moves the Glade Guard as much as I can. Move away the BSB out of the unit. So I'll just try to take some wounds off of the dragon. Nothing better to shoot at. Treekins move up to kind of support. And my wizard moves up to a range the stuff. And then my other total mistake was I don't know what the hell I thought. So basically in my deployment I should of course have just put the dragon into the forest so we could see through it, because what's gonna kill it, right? He has no shooting, he has a few magic missiles, I'm not afraid of that. And then now I just move up with the blade dancers, not even thinking. They just stand there in the forest. Over here, sisters move up to try to handle the dogs, which they do, and he fails panic, he runs away. Combat over here, so I did already 2 wounds. I should maybe have done 1 or 2 more, but still not enough. Then he just bashes me. I was quite lucky with the ward save, so the champion survives. But yeah, I super lose combat and he follows. Over here I just bounce. I run in, he kills 1. I do nothing. Tie combat as a musician, so I just went back 2 inches and he didn't follow. So over here, we're not sure we did this right. I think he has to do it the other way, because they still need to go the shortest amount and the most direct route, which would put this Giant in base contact with my Shadow Singer, which is the matchup I want, right? With the Monster Slayer and Strike First. This is how it went anyways. So one of the knights died from Dangerous Train on the way in. I did some shooting before in my first turn. I took a wound off the Giant, and then I did take 2 wounds off the Dragon with the Glade Guard. And yeah, here he charges. Nothing I can do about that. And the Knights charged the Eagle. Yeah, and he followed up after the Wild Rider in his turn. Magic, yeah. Since I couldn't think straight, of course I was in. He could walk within range with his unit, and he just blasts my spell waiver. So yeah, that's bad. So badly played from my part. And the Giant just eats up. As you can see, he did 3 wounds only, and then I had my ward save, and I rolled 2 6s and a 5. So I was like, ah, crap. A 666 would have been kind of It wouldn't have changed anything, but it would be cool. The knight just walks through the eagle, of course. And the dragon killed a bunch of archers, breaks them, they ran off. He followed, caught them, and reformed. I did a evasive maneuver with the BSB, which was the plan. Over here, I kind of whiffed, but I still killed 2 knights, because one I did in the strain. The giant kills off the war dancers. Shadow dancer survives, but he breaks. He caught him, and yeah, not a good start. So my turn too. I just follow up. It's time to shoot. He rolled really high on his pursue roll, so both the knight and the giant came out of sight from the dragon, which kind of sucked. Which is another bad play for me, not checking the R correctly. So dragon just moves up. Next turn he needs to be in combat. I don't care against what. Trakins try to charge a flank of the knights. Of course, a failed charge. And yeah, over here I just move out, dancing around. So Glade Riders it's time to shoot some poison on the giant. The BSB just gonna try to shoot out those knights. I can't remember how one of them died. Maybe the eagle killed one of the knights. Could be, actually. And shoot him gains. Do 3 wounds on, or 2 wounds or whatever on this giant. I think it took a wound before. Has 3 wounds left, anyways. Same here. Lucking out with the poison. 3 wounds left on that giant, so half of both. Now over here, this is also something that we discovered afterwards. So he charged the BSB with the knights. I stand and shot and killed one. He failed his panic and ran away. Now, in Old World, it doesn't work like this. You can't panic from a charge, but all the wounds you make counts towards combat resolution instead. So you live and you learn. The dragon goes into the flank of the Drakins. Just like that. Giant just moves up. Nothing he can do, really. This is a weird picture from another angle. He just runs around. And over here, he moves up to the middle. So, consolidating. He knows he can't really catch the scouts and the sisters. So, he just moves up to support. In combat, I managed to survive with one on left, popped the stubborn, and he restrained. So I just moved back. Now he has put out. He also kills one of the sisters with. I think it was the vortex. He put it out in his first turn, and it just moves around. And since I have no wizard, it's a quite hard. I didn't manage to dispel it with the fated dispel. It's just like crap. So my turn, probably not the best play, but I need to do something, so I charge my dragon into his dragon. I want that contest. And see personally what can be done, and most of all it's cool, right? It's a dragon duel. Otherwise just moves around. One of the sisters died from something else, probably a fireball or something. Move the Treekin up to chaff the giant. Same here, just moves the Glade Riders up to poison shoot. BSB manages to kill the knights. one of the units on the one on the left. Some more poison. Only did 1 wound on the giant. He saved really well on it. I actually think this is his save roll. So 6 wounds, 5 up, and yeah, he took 1 wound. Crap. And I think this is like his saving rolls for the dragon. I don't know why I took this picture, but anyways, in the combat, I just bounced. I didn't do anything, and he got 1 wound through with his sword and multiple wounds too. So or 2 wounds even. So I took 4 wounds. I lost. I fell back in good order. I just gave ground. And he restrained. So there we are. Crap. Now his turn. Now this is kind of huge. So he moves the vortex, and of course he manages to kill the Treekin. So now I don't have any chaff. So he charges everything. So the giant is in the rear. He has the knights on the right in the flank, and then his dragon charges from in the front. So yeah. Not a good place to be. Over here, his giant just moves up, and you can see the reserve move I did on the Glade Riders was just to hide from his wizard. Or hide, I can't hide really, because he walks up like that. Now he kills like 1 or 2 of the Glade Riders with everything. I got a bit lucky there. And over here, yeah, my dragon dies. Don't think he killed me since we're in of course in a challenge with the dragon. Could be that he killed me. Can't really remember. Yeah, I think he did actually. Just on the wound. I rolled poorly. He rolled better. But yeah, I'm a bit bummed that my dragon didn't do not a single wound on his dragon. That kind of sucks. But it even. Now he has almost a 3 up and not the 2 up that you can have, but even with that, it's like, yeah, everything I have, he has a 5 up, 5 up, 5 up, and it just negates so much damage. It's insane. So yeah, my dragon is dead. First time. Over to my turn. Getting quicker now since my arm is kind of dead. So move up. Getting a bit lucky on the poison. I shoot out the giant, so that's awesome. You can see over there, and then I reserve move up like this. On the other side, I managed to kill the other giant with the poison shots, so hurrah, at least something. BSB shoots and kills 2 of the 3 knights, so 1 knight left. So the shooting really starting to do something here. Of course, I moved the BSB out of the arc of the dragon. He also the vortex went over, but the BSB did 1 wound. Bit lucky there for me. He should probably have died. So warriors, he charges the knights into the BSB. I was too close. I didn't measure it, but I think that I couldn't be out of his movement and still be out of the arc of the dragon, so I couldn't stand and shoot, which sucked. Now in my mind I thought I had a great weapon on the BSB and thought like this could probably work, but of course I didn't have a great weapon on the BSB. The dragon moves up here to just a breath and kills 2 of the Glade Riders. His wizard and the horde just moves up. In combat, yeah, with only a hand weapon, I didn't do shit, and with a lance charge, he took the last wound of the BSB. So yeah, crap. So my turn 5, just move up. I really need to take the points I can. So the knights needs to die, and then I'll see what I can do against the wizard blob. And it looks like this. Now something really good and bad for me happened here. So I killed the knight. The dragon fails his panic. runs away, but he gets a free reform afterwards because it's just like falling back in good order. And so I kind of gave him the Glade Riders because he fled, then he rallied automatically and reformed, and now we can see them. This kind of sucks. Then I think I killed like 2 of the barbarians. His turn, he charges into the Glade Riders. Nothing I can do. They just die. They just melts. He moves up with what is left, and with magic missiles and everything, he kills off the sisters. And my last turn, I only have scouts left. I could go for Hail Mary and then panic on the horsemen. I tried it, only killed 1, wasn't enough. Both. Words of Chaos victory. Now, this game still was very fun, and as I said, I don't know what went through my head in deployment in turn 1 because I made stupid, very costly mistakes. I think it will be tighter in a rematch, even with all that, and with the start, with my armor kind of being half my armor being dead in turn 2. Is like I still killed off quite a lot. Now the dragon, he still has 1,300 points left, so yeah, didn't kill that much, but I think that actually is going to be my strategy if whenever I meet a super dragon like this. I'm not too sure about Monster Slayer on the Shadow Dancer. Kind of wonky to get it in, but kill everything else, and then if you have to, focus on dragon, if not just feed stuff. When I charge his dragon with my dragon, I should just have gone for the wizard blob instead, of course, and I should just have danced around his dragon trying to... Either he would chase my dragon and I would have to try to move around and out of sight and everything. Thing is that even if he get a charge with his dragon, he doesn't go through my dragon outright. I should be able to hold 1 combat. You should be able to handle it and then kill everything else. It actually should work. His dragon is crazy expensive. It's more expensive than my dragon by like 100 points or more. So yeah, really interesting game. As I said, I really would like a rematch when I don't do these mistakes and see how that goes. So there you have it. My second loss in the old world. It was fun to actually play against the dragon. It's been so much talk about. And see what we can do now. As I said before, there's a tournament coming up in like a month, and I suspect we will see a lot of dragons. Because if you look at it, it's like Dark Elves can have a good dragon. With good dragon, I mean the 2+, 5+5+ ones. High Elves can have 1 dragon. They can have 2 dragons, but one of them is one of the hard ones. And then, of course, Words of Chaos can have a good one. And then I think teams that will be very good against them are Tomb Kings and Bretonnia, because they have so many sources of monster slaying. So yeah, it would be really interesting. It would be really interesting and really fun to actually play a tournament and see like this wild. Nobody knows about the meta right now. No, it's going to be total Wild West, and it's going to be awesome. So anyways, I have a few games coming up shortly, and stay tuned for those, and thank you for watching.